as Melissa joins her.
We are not worthy.
Recap.
I do this every time you're here because seriously, I don't know how my plants would have made it without your help.
Aww.
And the viewers as well all year long. So you've come up with the top 5 questions that they've asked in 2016.
Yes, so basically through my Facebook here and various outlets that these are the questions I got over and over and over again.
Broken
and then
record.
I do wonder if you watch the show.
Shame on you.
Anyway,
Okay, so is this number
first
5?
one. Yes, this is number 5.
Okay.
And so basically orchids. And I'm going to narrow it down to what do you do when your orchid is done blooming and you have the stalk.
Okay.
So when this is done blooming, let it go all the way brown and then prune it off. But sometimes they'll do this thing where they'll side branch.
Right.
And you can let that continue and then wait for that to brown.
And then cut.
Every once in a while, you do want to cut it all the way down because you may only get 1 or 2 from the side.
Okay.
And always sterilize your pruners before you prune any orchids.
Okay. Number
2 was, what is that white stuff / sticky stuff on my plant? And usually it is mealybug, and that is a sucking insect. It taps into the phloem, the sugar transport of the plant.
And that's their poo.
That is their poo. Very
Hey, learn something.
Hey.
So what's interesting though is always check to see if they're alive by doing the squish test. So I took these and I squished them. There is no fresh orange guts. They're dead.
Awesome.
Especially
So glad they're
outside.
dead.
They're dead. I will do nothing. But if you do have them, you
Yeah.
could use rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Either dab it on with a Q-tip in the crevices, like if you had it in the orchid, dab it in there because they love
Okay.
to hide out in crevices. Spray it on, avoid direct sunlight, and do that sparingly.
Okay.
But there's also neem oil, simple soap, or even a wet paper towel. Wipe them off. In this case, I would spray because it's everywhere.
Okay.
Control the ants by using Tanglefoot or ant traps because they farm.
Okay, so this is number 5. 4, 3.
What is wrong with my tomato? Of course, I don't have a fresh tomato right now. Blossom and rot. And you buy those sprays, the calcium sprays, wrong. It's usually the first of the season because the plant is adapting to the soil and water. Or it's your pH, add soil sulfur to it to reduce the pH of your soil, or it's variety specific. But usually it's too much water fluctuations, and it's the first.
Okay, number 2.
Yes, burnt edges of leaves. And they show up more on large-leafed plants, obviously. Plants excrete salts towards the ends of their leaves.
Oh, right.
It's like they're basically their
And so
waste
you
system.
cut it, right?
Yeah, but I did it a little bit nicer. You could prune them this way.
Oh,
Lower
fancy
ones
way.
should be getting it. Newer ones should not.
Okay.
Keys, when you water, make sure water comes all the way out the bottom
Okay.
of the pot.
Drum roll. Number 1 question you
know
got.
this one.
Yeah, it's worms.
Yes.
Right?
So it's hard to find this time of year because these worms are gone and plants that they like are dormant, like your
Right.
spinach. Well, actually, spinach should be growing right now. So in case you do have winter veggies, I found one on there. One. I had it.
Oh, you want to? I hate that thing.
That is the white butterfly, the cabbage looper. Spray BT. Natural bacteria. Spray it repeatedly because it washes off with rain. Or there is a dust, which I prefer because you could see it a little bit easier, but it does break down in sun. Perfectly safe to use. Or hand pick.
I hate this thing.
Send your kids out on a hunt and then feed them to the birds.
Okay, make sure you check out our Facebook page.
Yes.
2017. We'll see you next year.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you so much, Marlene, the
everyone.
plant lady. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. And we'll see you in a few weeks. All right, go back over to you.
We like games.